right. So if you have a blanket or a pillow that you want to bring to practice today, definitely grab that now. And we're going to start on our backs. So take your time getting there, grabbing any props that you may need. And we'll take just a moment, maybe knees bent, feet flat on the floor. And you can choose to walk either the soles of your feet out to the edge of your mat and knock your knees in, or you might spread your knees wide, walking the soles of the feet together. Or you might send the legs out long just for a traditional flat back position. Go ahead and bring your hands to your belly and relax the shoulders. Just feel the weight of the body on the ground. And we're just going to take a moment or two here, just noticing the rise and the fall of the belly as you breathe in and out, in and out. And as you continue to breathe, we'll explore the theme for just a moment of today's practice, finding balance. So I intentionally named it Finding Balance because we are going to focus on the journey towards balance or feeling more balanced. And just the idea of imbalance sometimes being this negative connotation, this shameful kind of thing. We're going to combat that today just by moving some energy around and just having some space to observe when we're uncomfortable or maybe in balances or poses that kind of get us off of our balance, how we react to that and move back towards a more balanced state. So take another couple breaths here, maybe slowing down the inhale, slowing down your exhale. And whenever you're ready, we'll press the knees back together or open the knees up if you had your knees bent or open wide. Bring the knees in towards your chest and just grab your shins or your knees and just softly start rocking back and forth, massaging the sacrum, the lower back body. You might begin to make some circles with the knees, hands on your knees, just small circles at first. And then one way and then the other. And just listening to your body, knowing whenever you're ready to switch. All right, last, we're going to hold the knees with the hands and allow the knees to fall forward so the arms are straight. And then open the knees wide any amount. And this is kind of an awkward pose here, but it really helps the lower back body to get snuggled down to the mat and straight. And it also begins to open up the hamstrings. And a little gentle stretch there. All right, and we'll hug the knees back into the chest and let's lean over to our right side. So knees are going to hug in still. We'll come onto the right shoulder, right ear comes down to the ground. And then we're going to send both arms out long in front of us and palms are going to come together to touch, almost like we're clapping our hands out in front of us. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, the left hand's going to slide across the right arm, opening up like a book. And you'll start to intend that left shoulder blade down towards the ground. And you might begin to look past your left shoulder, taking some deep breaths in a reclined twist. And on this last breath, play here for a minute by sending the right leg out long. So like almost like you're standing on the floor, send it down towards the edge of your mat, excuse me. And let that left knee hover. You might begin to wrap that left leg around your body a little bit more. Take one more deep breath here. And on the exhale, bring both knees back up into the chest. We unwind, scooting our hips to the middle of the mat. And then returning to those soft circles that we made just a few moments ago. Rocking the hips around. All right, now we're going to flip onto our left side. Coming onto the left shoulder, the left hip. Knees are bent. And left ear is going to come down towards the ground. Arms come out in front of us. We place the right palm on top of the left. Then nice and slow, take an inhale in. And then exhale, begin to peel open. Right hand comes behind us. And right shoulder blade can come down any amount. Take stock here and see if you want to go ahead and look past that right shoulder. This side might feel a little different. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to send that left leg straight all the way down towards the edge of our mat, keeping that right knee hovering. We'll be here for one more breath. Really press into that left foot like you're standing on a floor. And then nice and easy, we'll begin to unwind, bringing the soles of the feet back to the ground. And then make your way up to a seated position. However you want, you might rock and roll up and down your spine a couple times or just press onto one side to meet me in a cross-legged seat. When you come to your cross-legged seat, put your left foot in front of your right and bring that pillow in underneath the hips if that helps you out today. And we'll just make some quick circles with the shoulders up towards the ears, down the back body. Remember to breathe. And then we'll start with just some small circles with the nose. Welcoming any pops or cracks that the neck has to share. And reversing your circle whenever you're ready. All right, from here, we're going to send the right hand out long beside of us. So fingertips come to the ground beside us. We're going to reach our right ear towards our right shoulder. So tipping our head over towards the right. You feel a good stretch in the left side neck. We'll be here for a breath or two. And then from here, we'll walk the right hand forward, the left hand forward, reaching out across our right knee. Coming onto the fingertips, tucking the chin in towards the chest. Walking those fingertips out as far as feels good. Getting a stretch in the lower left back, left hip. Keeping the ankles and the knees anchoring down towards the ground. Deep breath in, open up through the shoulder blades here, the upper back body. And exhale, slowly walk the hands back up. And then nice and easy, we'll send the left hand by our side up and overhead, over towards the right side of the room for a side body stretch. Just uncrumpling the side body here. Maybe bending that right elbow any amount. Can also be on the fingertips. All right, we'll come back to center, let that go. Hands come to our knees. Left hand is going to come out by our side we're just on fingertips here. And then our left ear is going to drop towards our left shoulder. Really tag some weight down in that right elbow so that you get some stretch, bigger stretch in that right trap. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then we'll bring the chin back in towards the chest, begin to walk both hands out past our left knee, out in front of us, anchoring down through the sits bones, the knees, dropping your chin down and towards our chest. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and then we'll slowly walk the hands back to center. And then the left hand comes back down beside of us. We reach the right hand all the way up towards the sky, up and over towards the left side of the room. Big side body stretch here. Deep breath in. And exhale, we'll let that go, coming back to center. And then we'll move on to all fours. So move your pillow or your blanket out of the way now. And then set yourself up for success, putting hips over your knees, shoulders over your wrists, spreading the hands wide or spreading the fingers wide. And then we'll drop the belly, cat-cow, lift the chin, lift the hip. Exhale around through, pressing through the hands, the tops of the feet. Checking in with the spine today. Inhaling, drop the belly. And exhaling, rounding through. So keep this going. Find your own rhythm. And then you might lengthen through the back of the spine here, finding a neutral back. And then we're going to bump the hips over towards the right and look past our left shoulder. Bring it back to center, bump the hips over towards the left, look past our right shoulder, pressing into both hands evenly. And then come back to center. We'll curl the toes under, press the hands into the earth, so lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk out through the feet, pedal it out. Notice what's going on with the neck, the shoulders, the wrists. And just see if you can support yourself here, making any adjustments, maybe pressing into the palms of the hands and all 10 knuckles for support. Maybe drawing your shoulders away from your ears to lengthen through the neck. We'll take one more breath here. And on the exhale, go ahead and step the right foot forward towards your right thumb and then drop onto your left knee for a low lunge. Open up through the front body, becoming light on the fingertips. Look forward. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Keeping the left fingertips on the ground or coming onto the left palm, we open the right arm towards the sky, chest spins towards the right. Big breath here, hugging that right knee in. Deep breath in. And exhale, release, right arm comes back down. We'll plant the palms. Power up through that back knee, so lift your back knee. We're gonna rock, stepping halfway up. And then we're gonna bring that left foot around and behind our right foot. So your left foot's gonna be on the right side of your right foot. So you're just crossing the legs. And we're gonna do a forward fold with our legs crossed, left leg behind the right, letting the head hang heavy. And if all the alarms just started going off in your brain, it's like, whoa, what is this? Just notice. So we normally stand with our feet, the right foot on the right, left foot on the left. This might throw you off your balance a little bit, but just notice what's going on. See if you can make adjustments, really anchor down through both big toe ball joints. You might bend the knees a little bit more here. And then find your breath. We'll be here for one more cycle of breath. And then slowly bring that left foot around to its normal position. We're in that natural forward fold now. You might grasp opposite elbows, let the head hang heavy. Maybe straightening through the legs a little more here or bending through the knees to get into the lower back. All right, and nice and slow, we're gonna roll all the way up to standing. Ragdoll, stacking up through the spine. Let your neck, shoulders, and your head be the last thing that reaches up. And then from here, you'll stay at the top of your mat. We're going to practice a little toe stand here. So hands can come to the hips and we'll come up onto the right toes, shifting our weight over into our left foot. And then we'll drop the right heel down, lifting up onto our left toes. Warming up here. Let's do that one more time on each side, shifting our weight to our left foot, coming onto the right toes, shoulders back, heart lifted. Drop the right foot down, lift the left toes, lift up onto the left toes, and then drop the left foot down. Now we're going to do both feet. So send yourself up into a little toe stand, toe balance, coming onto the toes, the ball joint of the big toes. And you might need to recruit your center here. So hug those lower ribs, the abs inward. Take some deep breaths here. And then we'll slowly lower down. Nice work. So from here, we'll shift our weight back over into the left foot, bending through our right knee. We come onto the right toes. And then we're going to spin our right knee towards the right side of the room. And then slowly we'll begin to bring the sole of the foot to the inner calf and sliding it up our leg. So it can come to the calf muscle. And if your hands are on your hips, really recruit the center, your core to support you here. Let's see how this goes. Tree pose. And then if you want to level up here, you can reach for your right ankle and bring it up to the inner left thigh. And then really press your right foot into your left leg and push your left leg into your right foot. So if you're wobbling all over the place, no worries. This is one of those spaces of imbalance where we can choose how we react. So just take some deep breaths, recruit what you already have. So the breath, hug those lower ribs in, your core muscles in. And if you have your right sole of the foot on the calf, you might bring your hands to your heart center, or you might send the hands up towards the sky or out beside of you just for some practice here. All right, we'll be here one more breath. And then exhale, let that go. Standing at the top of your mat, let's send the hands up towards the sky one last time. Big stretch. And then exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step the right foot back, left foot back, downward facing dog. So hips up high. We'll take one cleansing breath in and out here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. Nice work. We'll step the left foot towards the left thumb now, drop onto the right knee, low lunge. Become light on those fingertips, open the heart forward. We'll be here for a breath or two. Shoulders draw down and away from the ears, open the front body. Right hand's going to plant down or be on the right fingertips to open up towards the left. Left arm goes towards the sky. Really anchor down, hugging that left knee in. Anchor down through that left foot. And then exhale, let that go. Left hand comes back down. Power up through that back knee, so lift it. And then we're going to step it up halfway. And then we're going to step it around, wrapping it behind that left leg, returning to that forward fold now on this side. Notice how this might be different. You might keep a micro bend in the knees here, just for comfort. And everybody see if you can press into all four corners of both feet. So the big toe mound, pinky toe, and then the 2 points on the back of each heel. And we'll take one more breath here before we unwind. And on the exhale, come back to your normal forward fold. We'll take one breath in. And on your exhale, slowly begin to roll up all the way. We'll meet in mountain pose. Great, we're going to try tree on the opposite side now. So shifting our weight into the right foot, we come onto the left toes. We're going to spin that left knee out towards the left side of the room. Hands can come to our hips. Let's recruit our center by hugging in our navel towards our spine. And then we'll slowly bring the sole of the foot to the inner calf. And just check it out, what's going on. Keep a focus way out in front on the horizon. This is called your jushti in yoga. Shoulder blades wrap around the back body in and together. Go through your checklist. How's it going? And then if you want a little bit more challenge, the left sole of the foot, you can reach down for the left ankle to press that sole of the foot into the right thigh. And then hands can come prayer position at the heart. You might play here, reaching out by your side. Take one more breath. Playing. Really bring the breath here. Keep a calm, steady focus, and then we'll slowly let that left leg descend back down towards the mat. Let's reach up towards the sky once again, and then exhale, forward fold. This time we'll plant the palms, step back to downward dog once again, right foot back, left foot back. Hips up high, another cleansing breath in and out. And then we're going to shift our weight into our left hand, reach and touch your left calf. Really pressing and anchoring down into that left hand, maybe looking under your left armpit. All right, release the right hand to the ground, switching sides now. Left hand comes to the right calf, looking under your armpit. Pressing into the right hand, you got it. Exhale, let that go. Nice and slow, let's just walk to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Fingertips come to the ground. We're going to inhale to lengthen through the back of the spine for flat back position. So really reach your crown away from your hips here with fingertips on the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to forward fold. Right, this time, inhale. Slide the fingers up to the shins. Lengthen through the back of the neck once again. Shoulders draw back. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Great, let's level up one more time. Inhaling, sliding hands all the way to the thighs. This time, elbows reach back, crown reaches away from the hips. Deep breath, and then exhale, let it all go. Last time, we'll inhale, now sliding the fingertips all the way up the body. Coming back into that standing position. And we'll shift our way over into our left foot. Hands come to our hips. We're going to come onto the right toes once again. And this time, almost imagine like a string pulling up from your knee, just lifting your right knee up in front of you. And just notice what's going on. If you're wobbling around here, again, recruit your center, anchor in through your navel, find a focal point out in front. All right, now you can have your toe on the ground here in front of you if that feels better. You're really practicing balance. It's been a journey. It's just one of those days you might put the big toe down. Otherwise, we'll keep the knee lifted. Hands are going to come straight out in front of us. Palms touch together, just like we were on the ground before. And then we're going to slowly begin to open twist towards the right. Right hand opens up behind us, and we might look back past our right shoulder. Same move that we were in before on the ground. Now gravity is working against us. So we can combat that by really pressing into the standing leg, keeping a micro bend. And if you're here, remember you can use your right foot as a kickstand. You can bring that right big toe down to the ground. All right, we'll be here one more breath. Keep playing. And exhale, come back to center. Keep the knee lifted. And then we're going to exhale to step it all the way back behind us for a high lunge. All right, so that was a lot. Hang in there with me, okay? We'll smile through it. Big stretch in this right hip right now. So right foot, we're on the right toes. It's behind us. Left knee is over our left ankle. We'll reach the hands up towards the sky. Deep breath in, maybe looking up just slightly. Hands come back down to our hips. Let's step that right foot up to meet the left, mountain pose. All right, we're gonna do a little knocking on heaven's door just to kind of ring it out. So just swing your arms to one side and the other, shifting the weight from one foot to the other. Just let that go. Maybe closing the eyes here if that feels good. And then returning to your breath, because that could have been a wild ride. All right, take a couple more cycles of breath here. Washing it off. All right, I'll meet you back at the top of the mat. This time we'll shift our way over until we're over towards our right foot, coming onto the left toes. Hands come to our hips, and we lift the left knee up, imagining that string, lifting it up, and then just check in with the shoulders, drop those down, and then see how your balance feels on this side. Keep a fierce focus out in front. Plant all four corners of the foot down, your right foot. And if you'd like a challenge today, you might hang out here, that's fine. If you want that challenge, you're gonna send both arms out in front, palms together, and then the left hand's gonna begin to slide down the right arm, opening up towards the back of the room, maybe looking past that left shoulder, plugging the center in for some support, recruiting the breath to get you through this. And you might bring that left foot down, the left big toe down for a kickstand. All right, we'll be here a couple more breaths. Just play. If you fall, it's all good. All right, we'll slowly bring the left hand back, right hand back to the hips. Keep that knee lifted. And then shift the heart forward, shift that left foot back, step behind you for high lunge. Hands lift up towards the sky, maybe looking up, slight back bend here. And then we'll rain the fingertips down, hands can come back to the hips. We'll meet at the top of the mat, stepping our left foot forward. We'll inhale to reach the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. All right, let's do our levels of flat back one more time. Fingertips on the ground, we inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to bow. Inhale, sliding the hands to the shins now, reaching your crown away. Exhale, fold. Inhale, last level, hands come to the thighs, elbows reach back, shoulders reach back, big breath. And then exhale, forward fold, let it all go. And then we'll plant the palms. Let's send it back to downward dog one last time. So take it all in, press into the hands, and the hips up high, maybe shake the hips a little bit. And then descend down to the knees. We'll swing the legs to one side. And we'll meet in a seat. Let's bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly. So again, bringing in that blanket or pillow underneath the hips here can feel really good. Soles of the feet together, we grab the ankles or the toes, and then we'll send our spine into alignment by reaching our crown up and away. Let's close the eyes here, soften the gaze. Feel your heartbeat. Notice if it feels a little chaotic on the inside or just how you're feeling, and use the breath to calm yourself down. And then we'll begin to lean forward, tucking the chin into the chest, leaning any amount here that feels good, just to open up through the hips. Elbows can come towards the knees as you lean forward. I'll take one deep belly breath here together. And then on the exhale, we'll slowly roll up, closing the knees, coming back to a cross-legged seat. We'll sit up tall. Ending our practice today with 3 deep breaths. Nice and slow through the nose, we inhale. And exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Inhale, slow through the nose. Lengthen through the spine. And exhale through the mouth. Last one. Inhaling through the nose. This time, pause at the top. And release it slow as you can go through the lips. Bring the hands together, eyes closed. Bowing our chin in towards our chest, acknowledge one another in the big picture. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.